It's Week 14 of the National Football League.
And featured this week is Devin Singletary.
He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Giants and the Saints, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to.
The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it. And if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
And now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Inside the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. A short one there to Bellinger. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the Saints 12-yard line.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Giants first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Singletary to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 2nd down.
They'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run, and it's Singletary. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. but that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders, now year 2 with the Saints. Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Carr working out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run once more with Singletary. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Singletary. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Giants 1st down.
From the gun, it's Jones. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Really nice play there by Malik Neighbors. And when we talked to the head coach, Brian Dable, what did he tell us? He said, I need more competitive guys. I need guys that are going to go out there and compete for the ball, play in and play out. And remember, Mike, this is a guy that led college football in yards per game last year at over 120 yards receiving per game. So they got themselves a pretty special talent here in New York, and I think we're just scratching the surface.
A give to Singletary on the zone read. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It's now 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here's Singletary. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment. Defense. Still 1st down.
They'll run. It's Singletary. And he'll take this down to about the 8. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd down.
Again, it's Singletary. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to
Neutral
jump?
zone infraction. Defense. Still 2nd down.
Penalty yards marched off, and they'll try it again on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Jones now on 3rd and goal. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Carr. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Lou Hedley now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. That one knocked away and incomplete. Paulson Adebo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away.
Debo on the coverage.
On 2nd down, here's Jones. This one pulled in by the tight end Bellinger. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing now is Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. And a fair catch is taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Carr. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 23-yard line.
They put Wilson in motion. Now a 2nd down throw from Carr. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now the first carry of the game for Jamal Williams. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jason Pinnock there to end it. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Williams. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. One quarter in the books. 6-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. First and 10 now from the 36. Now Carr. That one caught by Wilson.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
2nd down, Carr. Brought in by Chris Olave. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Saints 1st down.
In motion is Hill. Play action now. It's Carr. That's complete. It is Buster Moreau. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Carr. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea you have taken your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. He's got his man, that's Slayton. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Now Singletary. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
To throw is Jones. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Jones now on first down. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing is Jones on third down. That'll be caught by the running back Singletary. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jones to the air again. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And 10.
Here's a run with Singletary. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Jones. To the outside, caught by Neighbors. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
A 53-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. This one is caught by Moreau.
Complete to Foster Moreau. 10 yards.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
The 37-yard line.
They put Wilson in motion. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he is going to have the Saints first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 1st and 10. Olave is the motion man. On 1st down, Carr. Shaheed with the catch.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Carr now on 2nd down. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Carr working out of the gun. He's got his man. It's Hill. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The tight end Moreau is in motion. Right back to Hill. He's got it again.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Carr to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The tight end Moreau is in motion. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. Tracy now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Jones to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. He's going to have the first down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Jones. Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Throwing, Jones. Now a screen set up for Tracy.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 3rd and long. They'll run straight ahead with Singletary. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
57-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Giants going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back is Carr. Going to set up the screen to the receiver, Wilson.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Carr. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the give, it's Williams. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. Get this to the tight end, Johnny Munt. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A huge play just before the half. 37 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Jones now on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A 37-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, Carr. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This one from 41 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So we've reached halftime here in Jersey with the Giants on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jared Goff, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I'm likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Saints offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. Carr now to throw on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Automatic first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's Carr. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Carr. Pass is caught by Olave. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. He gets that to his tight end, Moreau. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 31.
Throwing is Carr. This one on target to Olave. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here's a handoff to Williams. And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. 1st down picked up.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. He'll be brought down inside the 25. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Carr working out of the gun. Open man left side. He's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and the 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll take it on in. Taysom Hill. Touchdown Saints. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it, as you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6. It starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do, and we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
He fields it at the 8. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
At the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. The second down throw is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air. The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start.
That's on the first-round selection, Taliesin Fuaga. 2nd down, Carr. That's to the sideline where he finds Hill.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Quick throw out wide. It is complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. 3rd and 6. To throw is Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Saints lining up in punt formation as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The home team's offense, and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're going to try to keep it going. On 1st down, Jones. That one intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Slayton is the man in motion. They'll run once more with Singletary. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Demario Davis there on the play.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big play and a much needed one as well. 31 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the
Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Now a play fake. Jones. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Shotgun now for Jones. He's got his man. That's Slayton.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, New York. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Jones. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, but unable to do so. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. First down throw for Carr. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New Orleans.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Carr. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
The coverage by Bobby Okereke.
They'll go play action with Carr. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 1st and 10, Carr. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Complete to Jamal Williams. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 26-yard line.
Carr now on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back is Carr. Going to set up the screen to the receiver, Wilson. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Singletary now on 1st and 10. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. Again, it's Singletary. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Jones. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Carr gets it out wide to Olave. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Carr now to throw on first down.
Carr's pass complete to Rashid Shaheed. It's a
Second and a yard.
brings up second and a yard at the Giants' 27-yard line.
Throwing is Carr. Shaheed with the catch. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Incomplete. Deontay Banks on the coverage.
They'll go with Williams. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Carr working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Giants 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 34-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 4.
Here we go. Third and a yard. It's a designed run with Jones.
Jones on the keeper. Willie
And a nice job there defensively on third down, not overcommitting to their pass rush, having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner. They're able to stop him short of the first down.
The Giants sending out their punter. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Shaheed in motion. And the drive begins with a run by Williams. Fighting off defenders here, he'll churn forward and pick up 3. They face second down and 7.
brings up second and 7.
It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to get the first down up past the 35-yard line.
Newman on the stop.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
False start.
The tight end Moreau is in motion. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Carr. Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Carr. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the handoff, Singletary.
Holding offense.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Saints offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. On 1st down, Carr. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
2nd down, Carr. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Here's Carr. A throw left side taken in by Wilson.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Throwing on 1st down is Jones. Open man is Robinson. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan. on the fly.
Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. This one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now going to try to polish this thing off here in the fourth. On first down, it is Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
In motion is Hill. They'll go again with Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense about ready to take over once more. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On third and long, it's Jones. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Saints offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They're closing in on a 9th victory of the season, and they're going to start this drive here at 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. The tight end Moreau is in motion. They run over center with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And the Saints are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.